Already packing, come with me. I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know. About to see the world in action, what we can be. Life with no distractions. We'll get away. This is what we waited for.
Hello! How are you guys? Hold on, let me get my comments up. You guys, I was talking and I totally didn't see that it said showtime. I was like, oh, I'm just talking away, not paying attention to what time it was. So I think I might be a minute late. Or right on time. I don't know. I'm glad I looked at the computer when I did. We had a ton of people in here just hanging out. We had a tailgate party going on in here, which is awesome. So we are going to scroll on Jesus tonight. I'm not sure we're going to finish him fully. He's usually like a 6-hour cut for me, but we're going to give it a go. I think we can either do it or get dang close. So here he is so far. We've got his face done. Look at those eyes. Amazing. I will go in and I am going to shave in his eyes just a little bit more, like right in here, just when it's super defined, because that's the focal point for this portrait. Hey, JJE. Hey, Rick. Hey, Robin. Hey, Herb. Hey, Doug. Hey, Mike. Hey, Steve. Hey, Billy. Jerry. Ooh, I think we have Robin and Lori. Here we go. So another exciting announcement is I got stars. So stars are basically on Facebook. So if you guys are on Facebook, it will allow you to send stars now. And it's basically being monetized on Facebook. I get tips now on my live feeds being sent stars on Facebook. So I'm super excited. I got invited to the stars yesterday and it all got approved yesterday and everything. So Midnight Scroller has stars now, which is super cool. Hey, Rita, how are you today? And my house is really noisy. It's my daughter's boyfriend's birthday, and all the children just had cake. So it's just gonna be a loud night. They are all on a sugar rush. So I will do my best to hopefully keep them quiet, but I'm not sure if that's going to happen. Does it show stars on stream? Oh, you know what? I don't know. I've never gotten stars. Maybe I have to pull up Facebook on my phone so I can see. Dun, dun, dun. Give me 1 second, you guys. I'm going to make sure my volume is off so I don't get any weird feed. All right. I guess I can't see them. I cannot see the stars in StreamYard, so I'm going to have to figure that out. I'm going to have to do like another one where I can see them on the phone, which will totally be fine. But whoever sent stars, thank you. I couldn't see it. Steve sent stars. Thanks, Steve. So exciting. All right, so I'm going to move this down. We're going to get this party started. Stan, welcome. I use a Seyco scroll saw, the SD21. And I use, on my portraits, I use spiral blades, 3 O's and 2 O's. And I'm gonna grab a glue stick really quick, you guys, because I know this pattern lifted overnight. I know it did. I can feel it. It's not on there as good. So let me grab one of those. Welcome to the show, Stan. That is so cool. Yeah, I'm going to have to put that on my phone so I can see my stars. Thanks, Jenny. Aw, thanks for the stars. So fun. So I was telling everybody we had a little, my daughter's boyfriend's birthday is today, and so all the kids are high on sugar from their cake. So it might be a loud evening. And tonight is their first night of spring break. So yeah, this pattern is gonna be a lifter today. Hey Liz, hey Bailey. Oh my gosh, we just had a star party. Thanks, guys. That's so cool. And we have 22 watching. Thanks for coming on, you guys. Hey, Larry. So what I'm doing is I'm doing these little tiny beard hairs that are right here. That way I can cut the bigger pieces out because I don't want to try to saw these little pieces once that big chunk is out. Because then, like last video, we have a chance of breakage and it gets scary cutting. All right, I'm gonna. Hey, Gabe, can you go shut the boys' door and tell them to calm down a little bit? I think your camera is moving when you're cutting. Picture is wavy while you're cutting. Ah, okay. I thought that might happen. Let's see. I ended up taping my camera on because my other thing broke. So, give me 1 second. You guys are gonna flip around for a second. Don't lick or you'll puke. So I'm gonna cover it with my fingers so I don't make you guys all sick while I twist this on this other guy. I'm still here, I promise. I'm gonna stop the cam though for just a second. Okay, I'm here. I'm just gonna twist this guy on here and see if this will be better because I don't want you guys having this lead moving the whole time. That looks beautiful, Shay. Too late. Sorry, Herb. You like my high-tech camera stand? Heck yeah. Taped it right, Gorilla taped it right onto my lamp. You know, as broke artists, we do what we gotta do. I'm here. I'm just fixing my camera, or attempting to. Hey Jim. Yeah, I know, Billy. I turned my camera off for a second while you fix it, or you guys are gonna throw up. Okay. All right, this should be better. This is my old one again, except I actually used Gorilla tape now this time. So I think it might actually be better than it was before. I hope you had an awesome day too, Jim. With tape and baling wire, right? For sure. And this Gorilla Glue tape stuff, it's double-sided. This stuff holds up to 30 pounds. It's like really cool stuff. And no, I'm not sponsored by them. But they have really amazing tape. And glue. Okay. Now we'll get going again. Tell me if you're having that shaking still. But I think that should have fixed that. Picture is good now. Oh, good. I'm glad. Don't want you guys getting sick trying to follow my camera. Okay, so I got like these 2 spots right here and then like 3 in here before I take this big chunk out. And then we'll be done with his beard. We got 27 watching. Thanks for jumping on. Say hi when you jump on. So we can say hi back. Hey, Nancy. And we'll do this guy right here. Which sea is located in Israel and Jordan? Hey, Cameron! Larry, this is a ridgeback pattern. One of my favorites of this particular photo. Get that out of there. I never was good at trivia. The answer is Dead Sea. Dead Sea. Carmen, where are you from? Do your kids enjoy scrolling or crafts? So actually, my kids love to scroll. They're just learning, and the only problem is like they want to scroll all the time, and so I need to just set up my other scroll saw for them. But I like scrolling, so I don't want to give it up. But yes, my kids love scrolling crafts. My son loves to paint too. He loves watching Bob Ross. Okay, hold on, guys. I put my trivia somewhere. I gotta find it. Put it in it. All right, so I don't know where I put them, so I'm gonna have to do it on my phone. I'm not gonna be able to see my stars now. Bob Ross, he loves Bob Ross, and he was so cute. He was 3 years old, and he was like, "Me going to teach you how to paint," and he wanted to do live videos because I did crafting videos all the time back then. So he, they're all crafty. Crafty. How many sisters does Ariel in The Little Mermaid have? I don't see the answer yet. Come on. I know you're there. Watching Bob Ross got me to try oil paintings. Never got very good at it, but it was fun. Yes. I think he inspired a lot of people to paint, which is awesome. And didn't he paint with a squirrel in his pocket? What size do you drill for entry points? So I usually use a 65, 65 and up. I never go under a 65 though. Too big after that. That's not a squirrel. Oh no. What was it? Do I even want to ask my question? Yeah, 65 works good for 2/0s. And I alternate between 2/0s and 3/0s. And so 3/0s is usually like a 70. But since I go back and forth between the two, I do 65 because then I can know I can fit both blades in it. Thanks for stopping by, Mark. Have a good night. Hey, Dennis. Thank you, Allison, for the stars. Thank you, Steve. I'm going to have to like put my phone in front of me where I can see this better. Hey, Allison, how are you doing? Seeing stars meant something was different when I was a kid. What's going on? So, Jerry, I ended up getting stars on Facebook. So now people can send me stars. It's basically like a tip. but it's like the tipping system for Facebook, which is super exciting. It's not something you can sign up for. They just invite certain people to get them. So I feel very honored. Hey, Russ. Okay, so I think looking at this, I think we got all, oh, I got 2 more right here, and there's no drill hole in this one. So I'm going to drill that out really quick. And then, because that's a given, you always miss a drill hole, always. So just going to drill this hole really quick. And then we will back this guy up. I put a board underneath it, don't worry. So she had 6 sisters. By the way, I never did see that answer. Which I thought was interesting because I thought she only had 2. You're doing trivia. You were more of a Toy Story? She probably had 2 million sisters. Yeah, she is more of a fish. Hey, Jeff. Good evening. Okay, so I got that one, and I'm going to do this one over here. I can find my hole. Hi, Joe. How are you? Okay, so now we can do this big cut in the middle. Sorry guys, this portrait, you really have to plan your cuts like you saw last time we were on. Otherwise you'll get breakage and that would be a sad day. Especially since his eyes are so awesome. I've been collecting Toy Story since the first one came out. I have bowling ball even. That was tough explanation at the airport. My headphones, bowling ball, my backpack. That's awesome. We have Woody, and then we have Buzz, and we had the Slinky dog, but he didn't make it. How do you get your pattern to print on four sheets of paper? I use Rapid Resizer. And that makes it so I can print however big I want, and it will just go on standard 8x11 sheets of paper right out of my printer. But then I can just, there's actually cut lines, and then you cut on the cut lines, and then you just put them together. So like 2 of 2, 3 of 3, and then build your pattern from there. It works really good. And it's not that expensive. I think I paid like $35 for the whole year, and I use it like daily. So it was definitely worth doing. They have some cool options in it too, like make stencil words and write off of their thing, and you can edit photos and trace photos and stuff in there as well. So it's more than just resizing, which is pretty cool. Hi, Connie. Forgot my hair tie. We're going to be grabbing that glue stick. Let's try to get around at least this guy. Sorry guys, this is a long cut. He's actually have a bad pattern to do live because he's got longer cuts than him. All right. Pop that guy out. We popped a mustache. Hey, Freddie. How are you? What have you been up to? Shay, have you tried stack cutting your panels and cut 2 at a time, or is it too tedious to do that? So I can stack cut. I just prefer not to. Every portrait I do, even if it's the same pattern that I'm using over and over again, like this one I've done a few, I do something different in it. And I feel like, obviously you're not going to get the cut every single time you cut a pattern, even if it's the same pattern. And then I change something in the pattern to make it a one of a kind. So each person gets a one of a kind. When you stack cut with the small blades I use, they dull really quick, a lot quicker than when you do single sheet, as well as it's heavier to maneuver around. So I don't feel like I can get like the really tight curves that I like to get when I stack cut. But it's more of the fact that I want each piece to be one of a kind. Are you using spiral blade? Yes, I'm using Flying Dutchman 3 O's and 2 O's. So I'm going to do the bottom of his beard. It's another bigger cut. I can find my pilot hole. It's like way over here, I think. And I'm probably going to change my blade after this one because that's 2 big cuts in a row. No problem, Rick. Hey, Connie, how's your vacation going? Are you working on patterns, Herb? Actually, yeah, we'll do it. We'll just do it. Is my camera better now, you guys? Is it not shaking as much? Camera is fine. Much better, Shay. Thanks. Oh, and you guys, if you can, go over to DIY Hero and vote. I'm in 5th place right now. Trying to make the top 15, and then we go to another round. But you can have one daily vote. You can vote one time each day, and the winner gets 25,000 and in the Makes magazine. So it's a pretty cool deal. And I think Steve has my link. And of course, I found my Midnight Scroller page on Facebook. My blade is getting dull and I don't like it, so I am going to change. Already voted. Thanks, Rick. Welcome back, Billy. Do you finish all your work in one day or do you stop and cut the next day? So some of my portrait patterns can take up to 20 hours, like the Last Supper, so I'll spread them out. I usually only cut for a couple hours each night because I work full time, and then on the weekends I cut. If it's a weekend, then good night, Nancy. Then I'll spend hours cutting and get the project done in one day. But the ones that I start on weeknights, I usually will just do it through the week. Thanks, Steve. That blade lasted me a while. That other one. Really, Vader? He's blocking the door. Thanks, Russ. He's blocking my door right here and sleeping in here. Whenever I saw and Brian's not awake, he sits in front so no one can get to me. It's really funny. My little protector dog. I'm gonna just cut down through. get some extra wood on this little piece right here. Just really thin. Hey, KK, do you have a hair tie? Dun, dun. You remind me every time too, but I forget something. I think Steve's been posting it every day. It says 4th place now. Yay! Thanks, guys. All this fun stuff. Stars on Facebook. Contest. And look at it. I didn't drill those. Darn it. When there's so many like little holes in this thing, I'm going to leave it there and I'm going to start up here so I don't have to stop sawing because we have a ways to go. We have all these holes up here. So, like I said before, I'm going to do all these small little tiny ones. That way, when we take out the bigger pieces, we don't have to try to saw these little ones once the piece is taken out. Gotta find the bottom one. I really need a hair tie. Thanks, Robin. So really quickly, while I take a drink, we are going to talk about my sponsors. If you're in need of a website, contact harnealmedia.com. Steve Nealon, he's amazing. He does amazing work. He's a good friend, and he does a lot of the makers' sites. So if you're in need of a website, check him out. I'm also sponsored by Seyco Scroll Saws, the scroll saw that I'm using right now. You can go to Seyco.com. They actually have a special going right now. $50 off the Seyco scroll saw, or $150 free gift with a $150 purchase. You can also call down there to Ray or Mike, and they will answer any questions that you might have about any kind of saw. They are amazing. And if you're in need of Baltic birch panels, Haitekcrafts, they have amazing Baltic birch. It's what I'm sawing on tonight. So check them out on Instagram and Etsy. Yes, I want to borrow your hair tie, Russ. I'm struggling over here, and I'm looking around. Thought maybe there'd be one laying around somewhere, and I got nothing. Nothing. I'm just hoping my hair doesn't get caught in my saw. But I'm awkwardly holding my head because I'm trying to not get my hair caught in the saw. Oh. The only problem with these guys is they're like so close together. The pilot holes are like literally touching. Gonna have to make midnight scroller scrunchies. I totally should do that. Except I hate scrunchies. I do like hair ties though. I'm not a big scrunchie fan. But my hair is really being an issue. It's just so long. You know what? I should just wear, I think I have one right here. I have my midnight scroller rubber band wristbands. I bet you that would tie my hair up for right now. And of course, there's not one right here. One more down. Sorry, this is like the toughest part right here as far as finding pilot holes because they are like so close. Ah. My hair's in the way. Me either, but they are available. I have midnight scroller scrunchies now, Steve. Well, now I'm going to have to wear them. Did you seriously make me midnight scroller scrunchies? Madison's a total scrunchie fan. But I doubt she'll wear her mom's midnight scroller one. She'd be embarrassed. You don't yet, but we can make them. Okay. Vader is singing to you. He sure is. He's over there dreaming away. It takes longer to find the pilot hole than to cut these little cuts. Missed another pilot hole. Scoot on over. My blade is not right. After you guys saw for a long time, which most of you sawers on here know this, you can feel instantly if something's not right with your blade. So I always stop if it feels off at all, because I'm usually right, and I don't want any slippage or anything like that, but you can usually tell right away. I think we've done most of these, you guys. Okay, according to Japanese legend, a sick person will recover if they fold 1,000 of what type of origami? A sick person will get better if they fold what type of origami? A fish, frog, dragon, or crane? Robin, a fish, frog, dragon, or crane? It's a multiple choice. And the answer is crane. I'm sorry, guys, but if I was sick, I would not want to fold 1,000 cranes. But it says you will become well again. What is the only king in the deck of cards without a mustache? don't see the answer yet. Yeah, because by the time you have the energy to make 1,000 cranes, you are feeling better. LOL. True, Robin. True. That's crazy. Origami is hard. I never could like figure it out. Does anybody in the chat do origami? Does 5,000 paper gets Jerry? King of Hearts. That is right. Oh, how long is a jiffy? Yep. I think my blade is, this one might be done. It's pulling from the bottom. Yep, it's done. It's had enough. I can't even get it out of my saw. I shut their door and then it ends up back open again. Oh, look at, see, my hair is like wrapped in my saw. Best I can do is paper throwing stars. Oh, can you do those, Jerry? Those are pretty cool. Hinges are big when we were in school. We added paper clip to points, corners, stuck to the ceiling tiles. That is awesome. Like these little tiny cuts do make a big difference though in the portrait, like making sure that you got like a good sharp corner, because it will stand out when it's all done. There's a little guy right next to here. One time my friend was waiting at the bus stop and a guy dressed like a ninja jumped out of the bush and scared her. That's creepy. That would make me pee myself, I think. Was he just doing it like as a joke, like for fun, or like being like creepy? I bent my blade earlier and now it's not wanting to stay. All right, Billy. Man. Then a few days later was a paper guy around freaking out people dressed like a ninja. What was the deal? Was it like a big gag? Or just really weird people? In the 80s, there used to be ninja magazines on the rack, had patterns, how to make your own suit, and all of that. Ah, maybe that had something to do with it. That could be. So I'm going to do these center pieces, and then we'll do that big piece. I need to go in one. Sorry, guys. There we go. That one was hard to get to. Welcome back, Billy. Back to a good blade. Yay! Billy, do you know what a jiffy is? Jiffy isn't that peanut butter? It is peanut butter. But okay, I'll tell you the trivia question because you missed it. How long is a jiffy? She's asking old timer questions, I think. Jiffy Pop. How long is a jiffy? No one answered it earlier, so I thought I would ask you. I figured people just didn't know what it was. Know how long it was. Just short of ASAP. The jiffy is 2 minutes. Isn't it like a micro sound or a nano sound? It's a little more than a tad. Lori, I like that one. Connie says 3 to 10 seconds, shorter than a moment. But actually, it's 1 nanosecond. Let's see if you are correct. Believe it or not, jiffy is an actual unit of time defined during the late 18th century by a scientist, as the amount of time it takes for light travel to 1 centimeter in a vacuum, which is about 3.4 picoseconds, or 1 trillionth of a second. Look at that education right there. But that makes sense where the phrase came from. I'll be back in a jiffy. So no more drive travel movies without adding jiffy in there. Oh my God, how could you be there? How could you be there in a jiffy? I'm never saying that, right? I say it all the time. I'm not going to say it anymore. That's you can't even leave. Okay. What is the most money ever paid for a cow at an auction? I will never saw without a hair tie again. This is driving me crazy. What in the world? Oh, because I didn't put a pilot hole there. That is why. I cannot find it. There isn't one there. I may be living in the South, but cow selling trivia really. Hey, I'm just reading what came up. In 1985, Brian grew from investors for $1.3 million. What is the largest number of children born to one woman? I'd say scroll simple things like me, Shay, so you don't miss palette holes. Yeah, in these type of patterns, you tend to miss them a lot. I don't spend a lot of time drilling my pilot holes either, though. I try to get through them really quickly, so I usually don't miss this many, though. I've missed quite a few today. Oh, you guys, this thing. One at a time. 23, 86, 31, 8, 24. I don't see it yet. Yeah, wait, at one time, it says, what is the largest number of children born to one woman? Not at one time, one woman. And Liz, we have a winner. 69. Oh, okay, this is not. Go up a little bit. I think I might have snapped the top of my blade off. It's too short. Must be too many. 69 is the answer. From 1725 to 1765, a Russian peasant woman, the wife of Fedor or whatever, gave birth to 16 sets of twins, 7 sets of triplets, and 4 sets of quadruplets, totaling 69 children. Crazy. Dang, that's insane. No, I didn't know it's in the book I'm reading on women's childbirth. Really? That's crazy. They didn't have cable back then. Nope, they didn't. What animal undertakes the world's longest migration each year? Oh my God, Steve. Don't see it yet. No. Lori Scott, winner, chicken dinner. An Arctic tern. Who knew tonight's trivia would be so educational? You guys flew, or one of our last lives, not the last one, but the one before. You guys went through 18 pages of trivia. So I was like, oh my goodness, we're just going to get the same ones over and over again. But I found this site, but it is a little more educational. Finally, my goodness. It's a bird. It travels each year almost from pole to pole after breeding in the Arctic Circle. These birds migrate during the northern hemisphere winter to the border of the Antarctic ice pack. The round trip migration is almost equal to flying all the way around the Earth, totaling approximately 21,750 miles. Lost it. Broke it. Drink. Isn't that interesting? Now, if we could just figure out how to work all this knowledge into everyday conversations. Right? Well, I definitely know that I'm not going to say that I'll be back in a jiffy now. Yes, don't wait on the Arctic tern. It won't be there in a jiffy. You are correct. Night, Liz. You guys, I'm a hot mess tonight. I don't have my hair tie. I don't have my phone charger. My phone's going to die. Night, Connie. And Rita, you are correct. It was 69. I think you might be delayed though watching. I think you're if you push your little thing forward, it will catch up to where we are. Since you're so crafty, why don't you make a hair scrunchie holder for your school saw? It could be attached with magnets. Actually, that's a beautiful idea, Lori. I need to have hair ties around here. Usually I have one on my wrist all the time, even if my hair is not up. But I don't. Hey, Van. Yeah. Can you do me two favors? What? Can you grab my phone charger for me? Because my phone's going to die. And I need a hair tie. Then maybe I can get thawing a little faster. I'm constantly having to throw my hair back behind my shoulder so I don't get stuck in the blade. What is that? And Rita, how are you doing tonight? What video game features Lara Croft? Tomb Raider is correct. Ah, yay. So everyone, meet Ted.
The hamster.
He is our hamster, and this is honey roasted peanuts. And he goes to grab a peanut and gets right into the jar, and then we can't get him out.
Look at his face.
And he is covered in peanut dust right now. All right, that was good, Ted. Well, you're going to come out now that I have no hand? Yep. But he's huge, and he's like the biggest hamster ever. He's like the size of a guinea pig. But he went, oh,
Mom.
sorry. He's sliding on the nuts. Okay.
That's on the wrong. That does not sound right. Now I'm gonna go to bed.
Okay, let me plug my phone in.
Mom, you just made the weirdest slide ever.
That is huge. Yes, he's a big hamster. And the funniest part, you guys, I have a hair tie and my phone charger. I'm feeling human right now. Whoop whoop. Don't drop dead. He is over a year old, and he is the biggest. He was tiny when we got him, and now he's just huge, like huge. Getting you back to the right spot here. Okay, now I feel better. I can actually like saw Without my hair being in the way. It was like a major struggle for me, you guys. It's the little things. Yes, he has eaten a lot of peanuts. A lot of peanuts. Okay, got another question for you. Just a second. All right. This one. What is the little dot above a lowercase I or a lowercase j called? Dang, now I want peanuts. Dang, Billy, you got that right off the bat. It's a title. I didn't know what that was. Oh, what are the names of the 2 stone lions in front of the New York Public Library? Oh, I'm stuck on my camera. Tittle? A tittle? Not title, a tittle. Oh, I didn't even see that. Double T. He wouldn't be so big if you fed him diet peanuts. Well, he is a spoiled hamster. They're even honey roasted. But it was pretty funny. He like just totally helped himself right into the jar one day, and then it became his jar. I guess I didn't drill a hole there. Nope, not yet. Okay, so I'm going to do, we're getting to the spots where they're getting to be big cuts again. So I'm going to do these small ones right here, and then I'll do that big cut. Big cut. Do you guys see why I never do this one on live? Okay, and then this guy above him can come out. And the answer is patience and fortitude. Charlie Brown's father was a what? Not a good parlay ever. Okay, I'll give you four guesses. A postal worker, or cartoonist, a door-to-door salesman, or a barber. Denise is correct. He was a barber. Who was the first explorer to reach the North Pole? Robert E. Peary. On April 6, 1909, after a grueling dog sled journey over ice-covered terrain, although Peary usually receives most of the credit for the discovery of the North Pole, he completed his journey in the company of Matthew Henson and 4 of 7 Eskimos who had originally set out for the journey. A few critics have suggested that Peary and his men never actually made it to the North Pole. But we will never know. All right, I'm going to do this last cut, and then we will have to finish this guy on Saturday. This one is normally a 6-hour cut for me, and we are getting close to 4 hours, so I'm pretty on par for my 6-hour cut. But I do not stay on for 6 hours on here usually. I try not to, especially on a work night. Who won the first Nobel Prize for medicine? I'm gonna... 6 hours to get my hopes up. Yeah, so this one usually is a 6-hour cut. Obviously this part is the longest up here because of all the little tiny cuts in here. And it's a super fragile piece, so it just takes a little bit longer. And then of course these are all like one big cut. So these don't take as long. I probably have I'd say I have 2 hours left on this. So I would be at my 6-hour mark. It's usually what it is. Okay, I'm gonna put this down. Look at it. He brought me a hair tie finally. It's really bad. Like I don't know if you guys can see, but it is so long that like when I'm bending over sawing, it's like dragging like into my saw. So I was like trying to like flip it back. And so it was a little bit of a struggle. It took me a little longer to saw tonight than the normal. Hold on. Let me look for the answer really quick. Ooh. What's that?
With a name?
Yeah.
Emil von Behering.
Emil von Behering of Germany won the first Nobel Prize for medicine for his work on sternum therapy. Crazy. All right. So here.
I have to show you.
Okay. You're. Okay, we're on live. Okay. So we got a little more done on his head and his beard. So we really just have the sides and those few cuts up on the top. So we are so close to being done, but I'm not going to keep you on more than 2 hours, especially on a work night. But we will be back on Saturday at 9 p.m. We'll finish this guy up, and we might have a surprise project at the end of this because it's Saturday and I can stay on longer. And it might involve some burning or turning. I'm not sure. But we are for sure going to finish this on Saturday. Shay, I'm not sure if you're going to finish in 2 hours. Yeah, I should finish in 2 hours. It usually takes me, I've done this portrait 4 times, and every time it's taken me just around 6 hours. And I'm at 4 hours right now. So these are all really big cuts. Big cuts don't take me very long. It's these little tiny ones I have to change the blade out for over and over again. All right, you guys, we'll see you Saturday at 9. Have a good night. Enjoy your Friday. It's almost the weekend. And thanks for coming and hanging out. And thanks, everybody, for the stars that were on Facebook that sent stars over. That was so nice of you. I really appreciate it. Super fun. All right, you guys, have a good night.